Hello guys, my name is Sam, and welcome back to another study with me. On January 11, 2025, police found a severely burnt car in the hub area of Balochistan. This car actually belonged to Mustafa Amir, a resident of Karachi, who had been reported missing since January 6th. Seeing the car in such a terrible state, the police were sure that Mustafa couldn't possibly be safe, but they were about to receive a massive shock. When they opened the trunk of the car, they were horrified. Inside the trunk, they found a severely burnt and unrecognizable body. The condition of the body was so bad that there were no signs to identify who this person was. Later, when DNA tests confirmed it was Mustafa, the case became a national sensation. But why did all this happen to Mustafa? And most importantly, who killed him so brutally? Let's learn more about today's case revolving around Mustafa Amir. Mustafa Amir was a 23-year-old BBA student from Karachi. His father was a customs officer, and Mustafa lived with his entire family in the posh Defense Housing Authority in the AHA area of Karachi. Coming from a respected and wealthy family, Mustafa and his brother were raised with immense love and care. His parents fulfilled every interest and passion he had, so it goes without saying that Mustafa shared a deeply loving bond with his family. They were a nuclear family, just his mom, dad, and brother. To his parents, Mustafa and his brother were their entire world, which is why they always supported their children's passions. Coming from a privileged family, Mustafa had the freedom to pursue whatever he was interested in, something many of you might not have, as not every household is so supportive. Luckily, my parents are very supportive and let me do whatever I want. Similarly, Mustafa was allowed to live his life the way he wanted. He had a unique passion: cars. Mustafa was a huge car enthusiast and had a deep love for them. He owned a Toyota Mark X, which he mainly drove, but his house had multiple cars. Taking his cars to tracks, modifying, and customizing them were some of his favorite things to do. Because of this, he frequently visited mod shops and mechanics. There wasn't a single minute detail about cars that Mustafa didn't know. Whenever his friends or family had car-related issues, they always went to Mustafa. Just like in India, if you crack a joke, you don't go to a comedian but to a government official. Mustafa's parents also supported his passion. Even though he was pursuing a BBA, they always hoped he'd do something related to automobiles. Now it's common in everyone's life. had befriended Armagon because of their shared interest, but now that same passion had entangled him in illegal activities. He was now part of a dangerous drug-dealing mafia, but no one, not even Mustafa, knew how costly this friendship would be. Soon, he would pay a heavy price. On January 6, 2025, around 6:30 p.m., Mustafa left home in his car. Since he wasn't dressed up much, his mother assumed he'd return soon. For any mother, their child is their top priority. Even an hour of disappearance makes them restless. The same happened with Mustafa's mom. When he didn't return after an hour and didn't call or message, his mom tried contacting him, but his phone was unreachable. She then called all his possible friends, but no one had seen him. When she called Armagon, he casually said he had no idea where Mustafa was. But by 9:30 p.m., when Mustafa still hadn't returned, his family was sure something terrible had happened. He had never done this before. Mustafa's mom, brother, and father searched the neighborhood, but no one had seen him. They searched all night, but to no avail. At 3 a.m., his mom filed a verbal missing complaint at the local police station. However, the police didn't take it seriously because Mustafa already had drug-related cases pending. They assumed he was hiding or arrested. They even convinced his mom, maybe he's stuck somewhere. Don't worry too much. But his mom was 100% sure her son was in trouble. The next day, January 7th, after arguing with the police for 2 hours, she finally got an FIR registered. The police now started searching for Mustafa, but due to his previous cases, they weren't fully convinced. Days passed with no breakthrough. Like I said, the police weren't serious because of Mustafa's criminal record. Their lax investigation might be why there was no progress. But it wasn't just the investigation. You'd be shocked to know how carelessly Karachi police handled this case. Outrage over this case in Pakistan highlighted one major concern: the police's negligence. On January 12th, in a town near Balochistan, local police found a badly burnt Toyota Mark X, the same car Mustafa drove. When they opened the trunk, they found a severely burnt, unrecognizable body. It was clearly Mustafa's, but the police didn't realize it then. Since Mustafa's car was unregistered, tracing it wasn't an option. Balochistan police radioed Karachi police, but due to their negligence, there was no follow-up. The unidentified body was sent to the 80 Foundation, who buried it. This meant no one knew Mustafa's location. Not even his parents knew their son was dead and buried as an unidentified body. Days passed and the case was on the verge of becoming cold, but Mustafa's family still hoped their son would return. Finally, after interrogating Mustafa's close friends multiple times, they got a clue. The last time anyone saw Mustafa, he was with Armagon. They found a voice recording Mustafa had sent to a friend, saying he was going to Armagon's house. After hearing this, Mustafa's mom repeatedly called Armagon, but he kept saying he knew nothing. 3 weeks after Mustafa's disappearance, his mom received an international call. The caller demanded a ransom. If you want to see your son alive, pay us X crore rupees. Even though Mustafa's family was rich, arranging such a huge amount in such a short time wasn't easy. When they asked for proof that Mustafa was alive, the caller became aggressive, pressuring them to pay first. This made Mustafa's family suspicious. These ransom calls started only after they questioned Armagon. Their suspicion deepened when Pakistan's ABC and CPLC groups traced Mustafa's last online location, Armagon's house. This was enough evidence for the police to raid Armagon's house. On February 8, 2025, ABC police surrounded Armagon's house, asking him to surrender peacefully. But Armagon locked himself inside, ignoring all commands. His house had over 40 CCTV cameras, and he constantly monitored the police's movements. He also seemed to be deleting or moving data from his computers. When police finally reached his main door, Armagon opened fire, severely injuring a constable and a DSP. This action made it clear. Armagon was so arrogant that he didn't care about law and order. A 4-hour shootout ensued, but eventually police overpowered and arrested him. The real evidence was inside his house. When police searched Armagan's house, they were stunned. Armagan was rich, but no one knew the source of his wealth. Until now. They found multiple laptops, phones, and electronic devices, the ones he was trying to wipe. A scam call center with 30 to 40 employees, stealing money from US-based victims, high-end computers for crypto mining, drugs worth lakhs, as he was a drug dealer, unlicensed cars and weapons. This was his illegal income source. This wasn't Armagan's first crime. He had previous cases but always escaped using money and power. After his arrest, another name surfaced, Siraj Bukhari, Armagan's childhood friend, who allegedly helped kidnap Mustafa. Siraj was also part of Armagan's illegal businesses. Luckily, a week after Armagan's arrest, Siraj was also caught. On February 15th, during interrogation, Siraj confessed everything. He revealed that before a New Year's party at Armagan's house, a girl named Zuma had visited. For some reason, Armagan and Zuma had a fight, after which she left. The next day, Mustafa and Armagan also Mustafa's murder anymore. It exposed a major drug racket in Pakistan. More names surfaced, including actor Sajid Hassan's son, Sahir Hassan, who denied involvement. "I have nothing to do with Armagan or Mustafa. I never bought drugs from them." This case was highly hyped on social media in Pakistan, leading to both positive and negative effects. Misinformation spread wildly. The biggest question remains: why did Armagan kill Mustafa? They were close friends, involved in everything together. What went wrong? According to Siraj's confession, it was over Zuma, but theories suggest drug-related disputes. Armagan wanted full control. Relationship issues. Mustafa had a 4-year relationship with a girl named Marsha, which deteriorated after Armagan entered his life. Only Armagan knows the real reason, but he's not talking. As of now, the case is ongoing. Siraj has refused to confess in court, delaying the trial. I hope the truth comes out and Mustafa's killers get the harshest punishment. Some on social media argue Mustafa was a criminal himself. He doesn't deserve sympathy. But that's wrong. At the end of the day, Mustafa was someone's son, someone's brother. Justice isn't just for him, it's for his family too. If we start denying justice based on someone's environment, most cases in India, Pakistan wouldn't even proceed. With that, this case ends here. If any updates come, I'll inform you in the pinned comment. Before you go, if you like true crime documentaries, especially from Pakistan, subscribe. Hope you guys stay happy and healthy. Keep your loved ones close. See you soon. Bye.